Are you aware of your self-value? Have you thought about it? Do you know where your inner child self-value comes from? Does your unconscious self-value affect your thoughts, feelings, and behavior? Wherever you are in your individual unique path of evolution is where your light of awareness will open up for your learning and growth, as you have been sincerely desiring for a heart-soul fulfilling life of joy. Because you are here to completely realize your limitless worthiness established in you for always, with your oneness in creation by the eternal, loving, limitless source deep within. Today, in part 1 of this video, I'll share with you why it is important to fully realize your inner healing power for your true self-value. It is from a full understanding where your true innate self-value comes from that you will be able to receive total healing for all your past inner child wounds in your emotional body and nervous system, and give you the freedom to blossom into your united wholeness of joy. The simplicity of the loving healing phrase that I gave you in the last 2 videos is what makes this healing process powerfully effective. Mainly because the wordings bring you to a direct application for undoing a hurt or a fear energy vibration that you have recognized, while bringing you into your partnership with your higher self and divine love. Plus, it also brings that hurt energy transmuted back into the energy of love for you and your inner child. More understanding, though, needs to take place, which I have put in 3 points. First, we'll look at where the unchangeable, true limitless value of your authentic self is, and how it differs with the shifting and therefore unreliable value of the ego self. Second, we will dig down a bit more on why the necessity for authentic, unconditional love for the old wounds or new ones, or any hurt emotions, and how the healing phrase wordings enables you to apply it honestly. In the third point, you'll see how your natural inner joy rises up all on its own from the depth of your being and opens your heart further. Each time a pocket of anger or resentment or unshed tears, or maybe a hidden secret belief in unworthiness, is opened, released, and undone through your loving, infinite healing light. I invite you to stay watching to the end, because you and your life is worthy of your dedication and patience on your path of evolution to gaining your real wholeness in limitless value of oneness within, and that you would want to use your God-given limitless power of choice to choose what serves you your highest good for your love and joy. Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to part 1 in my 3rd video of Inner Healing with Brenda Basco. Good to see you in this new year of 2022, the year of the beginning of opening more, for digging in deeper, for more releases of blockages, to the greater goods of what real inner changes brings. Once you have begun on your path of evolution, of inner growth from expanding conscious self-awareness, and being prompted with a deep desire for more meaning and greater fulfillment, you will begin to recognize the need to heal more past childhood hurts, as well as undoing the limiting judgments and the negative beliefs connected with each one. Then you begin to gain more clarity, and with that, a greater ability to see the validity of the truths I share with you. Our intellect is complicated, and so it makes our psychology very intricate and elusive, which our nervous system and biology reacts to, resulting in more complications, as it triggers more confusion and anxieties and panic attacks or fear and so forth. This is why understanding ourselves correctly, with love, and without judgment is crucial inner work for our inner healing on our path to wholeness. Fortunately, we have access to a much more expanded, higher, loving intelligence that is not complicated. This loving intelligence is our limitless spirit, soul, heart self, which is what I refer to when I say your higher self. This limitless loving light from the divine intelligence is in every individual, but not part of the ego. It can show you, without judgment, the misunderstandings and blockages for loving correction and undoing when you are ready and willing to be open for it. Let's dig into the first point of understanding to realize your inner healing power for your true self-value. Number one priority is to remember that your true, authentic, limitless value comes from the pure essence of the real you, in the depth of your being, standing on the true, unshakable, loving foundation of creation. It can never change to something less, even when you're feeling fearful or lesser than, or in physical pain in some way. This true truth is where your wholeness of self is, in the oneness of everyone else's wholeness, as well as with the expanding universe in unconditional love and total abundance, and is the source of spontaneous miracles. On the other hand, and without judgment against it, the ego self-separated consciousness can only realistically base its own value from a limited self-perception. From that perimeter, it easily fluctuates and changes back and forth from high to low, automatically without awareness. This is a gap in the consciousness. So there is a gap between where we are now at certain areas of our lives and the true reality of our personal united wholeness of self in total health and total peace. And yet, where you are now is the perfect place for you, in giving you gifts of learning opportunities for your receiving, for your growth and learning in joy. So how do we heal or close the gap? Don't tell me to jump over it. That is what spiritual bypassing is. And honestly, it doesn't really work in the long run, as you eventually slip back unconsciously and pretty much from where you had jumped off. And this is quite common. A lot have experienced this, including me, such as when I hear people say moving forward 2 or 3 steps ahead and then slipping back 1 or 2 steps after a while. In both cases, it really is a good thing. Moving ahead is a good thing because we gain so much from it. And then slipping back, we also gain so much as well. Even though we do get disappointed and feeling stuck at times, the most important thing is what you are discovering and learning and healing during those times. It must be then that the way to moving forward consistently towards your connection with your true reality of wholeness is to choose to go into the gap by using your limitless power of choice with the loving light of truth and asking your higher self for help for your further growth and expansion. I choose to open my mind and heart for my true, limitless, united self-value.